We're going to be playing some Super Nintendo games tonight, and I'm trying something a little different. You guys tell me what to play, and I will play whatever game you guys tell me to play. And it could be a good game, it could be a bad game, it could be an hidden gem, not so well known game. Whatever you want it to be, I will play. It has to be on the Super Nintendo. It has to be something in the library of the Super Nintendo, and I will play it. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday night. I'm feeling good tonight. Pretty excited. I finished my first master's class tonight. I finished my last paper, and I'm very excited. I'm going through and doing a history program for my master's, and I wanted to celebrate by playing some games and live streaming. I want to get a little bit more in the habit of live streaming and doing things like this on the channel, where you guys have a little bit of power and you guys tell me what to play. So we'll get started shortly, and I'll be taking requests. So whatever the heck you guys want me to play, let me know in the comments below. Seriously, I'll play whatever. Even if it's balls, okay, or Zoop, whatever. I'll play whatever you guys want me to play. And I will take my first request any time. What's up, Anthony? How you doing? So, yeah, I love the Super Nintendo. I love the Super Nintendo Mini, and I have my first request, Donkey Kong Country from Kevin. So that'll be the first game we'll play tonight. Donkey Kong Country. Actually did a review. Ooh. Now that's interesting. I didn't know that the Blockbuster Challenge was on here, but we'll play Donkey Kong Country. But I did a review of Donkey Kong Country a long time ago with the Super Nintendo Classic Edition, and I ran through every single game. That was a lot of fun, and maybe I'll do something like that with either the Neo Geo Mini or the TurboGrafx 16 Mini. So here we go. First request, Donkey Kong Country. And it's actually been a little while since I've played this game. And at the time of the release, I was pretty impressed by the graphics. I really like the graphics. And I do remember playing this a lot. Now, do I think that this game is a little overrated? Kinda, sorta. It just depends. Now, the graphics are pretty phenomenal, like I said. The soundtrack is good. Donkey Kong Country 2 is the best out of the three, I should say. But what the heck? The controller was like slippery. That was strange. So it just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. But for the most part, it's a solid game. It's a very good quality game. Oh my gosh, are you serious? That was pitiful. And I forgot to go inside the house, too. But it's a standout game. Alright. Let's get back on track. And I love doing this, too. This is one of my favorite things to do in the game for some reason. I mean, it's the whole reason why they're on a quest. They want to get bananas and all that. What's up, JT? I will play Mega Man 7 next. It's been a little while since I played that game too. So yeah, I played that when it was released on the Mega Man compilation. I missed the extra life there. The Mega Man Legacy 2 collection, I believe. Oh my gosh. This is pitiful. And, you know, just to be fair, I am playing via emulation. Okay, I'm playing on a RetroPie, just for transparency. So, the emulation might be a little off for me. I got the extra life. What's up, Extreme Vintage? How you doing? I love doing that. So, yeah, I'll talk about Mega Man 7 here in a minute. Now, really the reason I want to do more live streaming like this, live streaming is easy and fun to do because I like talking with you guys, having real communication, real-time communication. Not that the comments aren't enough, because I love the comments, and I've actually learned a lot from comments on my very own channel about things that I have no idea about or I just need clarification about. Oh, dang it. Oh, snap. So, but anyway, I want to be able to have some more communication with you guys, and then also, I just want to play some more games. I'm going to have a little bit more free time on my hands in the next month or so. I will be off from school in about 2 weeks, teaching that is. Oh man, I didn't see that armadillo. So I will have a little bit more time. Oh my gosh. Just a little bit more time on my hands to make some content and to live stream. My norm is on Sunday evenings, I do my homework. And I'm not trying to bring my personal life too much into the channel, but I do a lot of my homework on Sunday evenings. There you go. So that's primarily when I like to stream. Will I eventually have a streaming schedule? Possibly. Maybe for the summer months I will, for sure. That's something I've been thinking about. And then I also like doing requests like this. I've done it a few times. I did it with the Sega Genesis Mini, and then I also did it to commemorate the Super Nintendo Mini's second year anniversary. Alright, let's get out of there. Trials of Mana. I have not played it. I've seen some good, favorable reviews, and I've seen people saying it's a lot better than Secrets of Mana Remake. It's something I will check out when I can find it for dirt cheap, that is. So, I'll be giving my thoughts on it at some point. The reason I'm not really... I'm not going to say I'm not excited for it, but the reason I'm not like, oh man, I got to go get this right now. Really, I didn't grow up with that game, and I didn't really grow up playing Secret of Mana. Maybe that was my own fault. I don't know. It just didn't look like a fun game. I was sorely wrong. Because Secret of Mana is one of the best Super Nintendo games ever. Hands down. Graphically, the sound, the gameplay, I love it. I love that it's multiplayer as well. So, yeah. Oh, that was close. For some reason, I'm having some trouble with Donkey Kong Country Night. There goes Diddy. I got the checkpoint at least. I hate the bees. Now, one thing I didn't really like with Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3, you can't play as Donkey Kong. And I love Donkey Kong. I want the Marlin. Nice. Not that Diddy and Dixie, and what's the other one's name? Like the younger one. Gosh dang it, what is his name? I'm picturing the character in my mind. Alright, we'll do a couple more levels of Donkey Kong Country and then I'll move on. And this is probably my favorite track in the entire series. Hands down. Seriously, I love this music. It's just so relaxing. Now, I also like the parallax scrolling here going on in the level. This is when the Super Nintendo was starting to find the end of its life cycle. Gosh dang it, I barely touched that stupid piranha. And it was Nintendo was trying to extend the life of the Super Nintendo until the until the Nintendo 64 came out. And they were trying to compete. I know I missed that extra life, but I'm not worried about it. And they were trying to compete until the N64 was able to come out. That's why you had some really, really good quality, graphically good-looking games. Oh man, on the Super Nintendo later in life. Now the Super FX chip, that is also something Nintendo explored. I hate the sharks. And, you know, just trying to stay valuable when the PlayStation 1 was on the way. And then Sega is always continually trying to push the boundaries with the 32X and the Sega CD. Oh, wow. And all that stuff. Just trying to stay competitive in the mid-90s. And for the most part, I thought Nintendo did well with that competition. Obviously no way to compete with the PlayStation 1 and just waiting till the N64 was out. Alright, let's do one more level and then we'll play Mega Man 7. And I'm taking requests, guys, whatever you want. I got Mega Man 7 up next. Hello? That was weird. Oh, snap. Ugh. I really didn't need that barrel, but oh well. I'll play whatever you guys want. Good, bad, ugly, in between, whatever. I'm taking requests. Usually whenever I'm playing with, or not playing, but when I'm watching with friends, when they do this kind of thing, I usually make the worst requests that I could possibly make. I remember watching a live stream of Hey Dad Let's Play. He was doing something very similar. And I just kept requesting the worst possible games. And I believe he was doing the Super Nintendo. Or no, he was just doing any request. So I had a lot of fun with that one. My knowledge of crappy games is pretty great. I'm going to blame Angry Video Game Nerd for that, but also, I just had a weird knack for crappy video games. I always liked them. I found them humorous. If a game... It's kind of like one of those deals when you watch a movie that it's so good, or so bad that it's good kind of thing. That's my thoughts with video games, too. Like, if it's bad, like, oh man, what the heck? If it's that bad, it's laughable, okay? Alright, let's keep playing this level. I might do one more, we'll see. So that's where I'm at. And I really started noticing that around the Nintendo 64 era. That's when I started really liking bad games. There was a EGM reviewer, and this was before the Angry Video Game Nerd. I actually think he's the precursor to the Angry Video Game Nerd. He was doing Angry Video Game Nerd like stuff before it was popular to review bad games. Sean Baby of EGM. I don't know if anyone remembers him or remembers reading his articles. One of my all-time favorite articles that he did was oh crap, not Carmageddon. It was a racing game on the Game Boy Color, and oh man, and the character on the screen had blue hair. Car is some kind of racing game. I cannot recall the name of it. I might have to look it up. I know it starts with a K, but he reviewed it just off the cover alone. And the game company was really, really upset. And EGM actually had to do a full review of the game because they were going to go to court over the matter. But he would do crazy stuff like that all the time. I think there is a YouTube channel that exists of him somewhere. I remember watching at some point in time. I could be mistaken. Dang it. But he was the precursor to Angry Video Game Nerd. Now, one other thing that's kind of interesting, kind of related to Angry Video Game Nerd, is the Irate Gamer. He's actually coming out of the shadows, and he's going to be producing another episode shortly. And I believe it's going to be on Ghostbusters, the NES Ghostbusters game, which is going to be cool. I was a huge fan of all the drama surrounded Irate Gamer and the Angry Video Game Nerd. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Alright, let's move on. We're going to play Mega Man 7. And for some reason, I was always attracted to that drama. And I liked both, really. But who ripped off who? I mean, I'm going to take Angry Video Game Nerd's side. There's a lot of videos. Just search it on YouTube. They're old. It's old news now. But just look it up on YouTube. And it's pretty funny now looking back in retrospect. So, yeah. Play some Legend of Mystical Ninja. That'll be up next after Mega Man 7. Good suggestion, Dante. How you doing tonight? Game start. So, yeah. Alright, let's talk about Mega Man 7. This is actually a pretty hard game to find. It's a pretty pricey game. Now, if you really want to play this game, I highly recommend that you play the Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. I believe it's Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. And this is on there. The Mega Man Legacy 1 and 2 collection are really cheap. The Mega Man X 1 and 2 collection, I think, are still pretty cheap. And then there's the new Mega Man 0 collection. I don't recommend that one. I did a live stream of it, and it just... I tried playing it, I tried getting into it, and I'm like... And I didn't play those games growing up. I'm like, this is pretty funky compared to Mega Man X and even Mega Man. And I'm a huge fan of the Mega Man series, the character, most of the games. And I'm not going to say all the games, but I've played Mega Man off and on all my life. So yeah. Now this game in particular, it's not my favorite. I don't know. Graphically speaking, it's okay. The best, in my opinion. Now, you got the original 6 games, right? Okay, on the NES. Now, I understand that they were trying to do something different graphically, and they were trying to move the series forward, even with Mega Man X, X2, and X3, and so on. And I commend Capcom for trying to update the graphics and bring it into the 16-bit era. But, in my opinion, Mega Man 9... and 10 are the best in the series. I have so much fun playing those games. I love the challenges. There's also an endless mode that I thoroughly enjoy. Now, does he charge up? Yeah, he can charge. It's been a little while since I played 7. But yeah, now I actually was kind of apprehensive about Mega Man 11. I did a live stream of that. You guys can check that out on my channel. Some full thoughts. I played through the entire game. And I was a little apprehensive about it at first, and then because of the graphics. I played the demo. Dang it. Played the demo, and I was like, yeah, this is alright. And I didn't play it too much, but nonetheless, I got the game. I bought the game, I pre-ordered it, and got it. Gosh dang it, I'm gonna blow it here. There we go. So I pre-ordered the game, got it, and fell in love with it. Mega Man 11 is awesome. The graphics, yeah, it takes a little while to get used to them, but it's like I want to dash there, like Mega Man X. Bass. Ah. Got Bass. So, yeah, I fell in love with 11. What's up, Mario? How you doing, buddy? Wow, Dante, that sounds exciting. But you gotta do what you gotta do. For sure. Yeah, JT, the Zero series is different. Maybe I missed out on it when they were first out. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I should have played them when they were originally out on the Game Boy Advance and the DS. They were out on the DS, I believe. So, I mean, it is what it is. I understand. Now, the translation to the PlayStation 4 or the Switch, it's not a very good translation, I don't think. So that maybe is part of the problem. But yeah. Alright, I don't know the right order to go with this one. Yeah, Mega Man 3 is awesome. I'm doing good, Mario. I'm doing great, buddy. Now, out of the original 6, 2, of course, is phenomenal. But for some reason, I always had an affinity for 5. I mean, it's pick your poison kind of thing. But yeah. Now, this is my biggest wish for the series. I really, really want, kind of like what they did with Mega Man 9 and Mega Man 10, I want another Mega Man X game, but I want it in the 16-bit style. I don't want a 3D remaster or anything like that. I'm just going to keep going here. I don't want anything like that. I just want a what are they on? Mega Man, they would be Mega Man X9. So really, it would kind of be like what they were doing with Mega Man 9, the original Mega Man 9. That is totally awesome, by the way. So, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of my desire, my hope. Will Capcom do it? I mean, they've done crazier things. And they're all about... Oh, did I just touch the lava? Gosh dang it. Okay, so it didn't send me all the way back. Okay, I gotta be careful here. That's my wish and desire with the Mega Man series right now. It's in better shape than it used to be. Aww. I want to make it to the boss. Yeah, a 16-bit X would be perfect. Oh, wow. So, you just never know. Capcom is very different nowadays. They're all about the money, just like any other game company, really. And like I said, Mega Man is in pretty good shape right now. Oh, okay. I thought I was going to die. Gosh dang it. Ah, there. And I was pretty happy with 11. What's going to happen next? Are they going to make a brand new series? Or just keep re-releasing the games over and over and over again? Like on the PlayStation 5 or, you know, then... Oh, man. Ugh. Oh, my lord. You serious? Okay, that's how you stop them. I'm having trouble with these ladders. Okay, I think I know what to do here. Made it. And maybe I'm just not as well practiced with 7 as I am with other Mega Man games. Ugh! Dang it! I'm gonna die. Yep. Alright, let's play Mystical Ninja, The Legend of Mystical Ninja. Dante, let's answer your question. If they remade Chrono Trigger, would you want them to expand the game or leave it exactly the way it was with updated graphics? I'm gonna ask or answer that. I want them to leave Chrono Trigger alone. Leave it alone. Okay? Has anyone ever tried to remake Gone with the Wind? I don't think so. Okay? I really don't think so. Maybe a sequel? You know, I wouldn't mind a sequel, but I don't want a remake with Chrono Trigger. Especially the way they handled, or they're handling, or the way they're handling the Final Fantasy VII remake. Now, I'm gonna be careful with what I say here, because I liked the game. Okay, I really enjoyed it. Is it The Legend of Mystical Ninja? Maybe it's under M, Mystical Ninja. Let's see. Or maybe it's under The. It's got to be under The Legend. But gosh dang it, this controller's so touchy. So that's where I'm at. I don't want a remake at all. But if they were going to, they were going to approach it like they did with Final Fantasy VII. People don't want the same thing over and over and over again, I guess. And I don't know. What's up, Retro Christian? Here we go. The Legend of Mystical Ninja. I'm taking requests too, guys. So this is the current game I'm going to be playing. I need another game on dock. So you guys tell me what to play. Good, bad, indifferent, or otherwise. Let me know. So, and here's the thing. I don't want a remake. Okay? It's really hard for me. Thanks, I found it, Dante. Thanks. It's really hard for me to say that because, you know, same token, it would be cool to see it in 3D. But I'm afraid they would mess it up with voice actors, okay? I didn't know this was 2 players. Or I might have forgot. So, anyway, that's where I'm at with the Chrono Trigger remake. If there ever was going to be one. Mystical Ninja. Now, this is a lot more popular in Japan than in the United States. We're actually kind of lucky that we got this on the Super Nintendo. And I believe there's 2 Mystical Ninja games on the N64. Actually, I do know that for a fact. There are 2 of them. There's one, I think one is just called Mystical Ninja, and then there's one called Goemon's Adventure. Do I have any money? I have 30. That sound effect is funny. And the one that's just called Mystical Ninja on the N64. Oh my gosh. I need to do a review of that game. I need to play that game again. I was so in love with that game as a kid. And to me, like, at the time, now I'm not saying now, I'm saying back when I was a kid, it was just as fun as Ocarina of Time. And I rented the living crap out. There's no DBZ games on the Super Nintendo. There are some on the Super Famicom. I want to stick to North American releases. Dang it. Yeah, this is a pretty fun game. Did he steal money? This is a very Japanese game. A lot of Japanese culture, if you will. But more on the N64 game. You know, it's a 3D game. And, you know, you explore a town. There's like a surrounding, like, forest area, place to explore. And at the time, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so great. And, let's get the thief. And, you can actually get into a... Did I just die? Dang. Oh my gosh. You can actually, like, jump into a giant robot. So, yeah. Final Fantasy 3. Can I respectfully decline RPGs at this time? Because that would be a long stream. And it's Final Fantasy 6. Retro Christian. Yeah, I don't really want to play RPGs. Oh my gosh. I am really sucking at this game. It's been a while since I played this game too. So yeah. There is a very heavy Japanese influence. I'd like to get to that side-scrolling part if I could figure out where to go. A strange cloud from the north. She's scared. What's this guy doing? Okay, I want to get to the side-scrolling part. The music's really, really good, too. There's a lot of Goemon games, Mystical Ninja games. We're gonna go in here. Okay, this is the side-scrolling. This is what I wanted to get to. Be careful. Proceed with caution. On the NES, the Famicom rather. Let me requalify that. Pocky and Rocky is like this a bit. So yeah, I'm taking requests, whatever you guys want me to play. I do need a game next. Sorry, Christian, I'm not going to play Final Fantasy 6/3 this evening. Gosh dang it. I did a review of it. If you guys want to check out my thoughts on Final Fantasy 3, one of my all-time favorite Final Fantasies. Gosh dang it. Oh, I blew that. From the end of the previous journey. Let's see if it'll let me stop. Okay, this has got me wanting to keep playing. Alright, I'm going to try to get back to that side-scrolling part. If I can remember how to get there. I think I got to go to the right. So yeah, give me another game, guys. Give me another suggestion. I mean, I'll keep playing this a little bit because I want to try to get further in that side-scrolling part. And here we go. I'm getting closer to that. Now, with the success of The Legend of Zelda, would this game have come out? I don't know. It's kind of strange that it came out in North America because I believe this is based off of an anime. You can correct me if I'm wrong. And it's a very popular anime in Japan. Ninja Warriors. Okay, JT. I'll do Ninja Warriors. The beat 'em up classic. It's a great game. I wish I owned it in the physical. Actually, I have. That's something that I would like to live stream at some point in time on the PlayStation 4. That's kind of in my stream pile. I have a physical copy of it. Let's try not to die here, by the way. This game's not hard. You just gotta kind of focus in what you're doing. It's not like ghouls and ghosts or anything. That was nice. It's a lot of fun, though. I recommend that you track it down. It's a fairly cheap game, too. I think it's going for like at least 20 bucks, if not 30. That was cool. Weird umbrella enemy. Ah. So yeah, I'll make it a little further into this game. Mega Man X. I will do Mega Man X after Ninja Warriors, for sure. Yeah, JT. I'm pretty happy. Oh, snap. Honestly, this is the best time to be a retro video game fan. With all the re-releases. Oh, man. I guess Elephant 1. Whatever that is. Oh, okay. Dang it, my pipe isn't. Ah! See, I like the side-scrolling part. I'm not a big fan of the town, though. It does remind me of, say, here's the boss. River City Ransom. It does kind of remind me of that, if that makes any sense. Oh, snap. I think I had some trouble with this boss. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. Alright, let's move on. So, we're going to play some Ninja Warriors. It's a beat 'em up. And the Super Nintendo has some really, really good beat 'em ups. Just as, in my opinion, just as good as some arcade games. So we'll do this and then Mega Man X. Really, really great beat 'em ups. Final Fight 1, 2, 3. You got Turtles in Time. This is a good one. Captain Commando is decent. There's Aliens vs. Predator. That's on the Super Nintendo. And let's see. Who do I like the most here? I'm going to go with the girl. Just because I think she's pretty quick. Yeah. This is a fun game, man. Now, did this come out in the arcades? Was this an arcade game as well? I can't remember. Dang it. Yeah. Good luck with that. Nice. I was just gonna kill that guy anyway. Trying to think of some other good beat 'em ups on the system. I'm thinking of more arcade games than Super Nintendo games. Knights of the Round. That's a good one. That's an excellent one. And it seems like beat 'em ups were easy to program, easy to do in the 90s, but it was hard to execute. Oh, I know another really good one. Batman Returns. Kind of a simple... Oh, these guys. Good, I needed that energy. I'm gonna save my power up. Batman Returns is a very simplistic beat 'em up, but it's a really, really good one. I have a lot of fun playing that one. And I have a lot of memories of renting it, playing it as a kid. And yeah, I play it every now and again. It's one of my favorite Batman games of all time. It's average at best. Batman Returns. Okay, I'll play Mega Man X. And then I will play... Well, I'm having a Turtles in Time request. Okay, thanks JT. Appreciate it. I have a Turtles in Time request after Mega Man X. And then I will play... This is kind of addictive. I kind of want to keep playing this game. And then I'll play Batman Returns. Ah. Now this is no Hagane. Hagane, oh my lord. That is such a tough game. Now would you call that a beat 'em up? Is Hagane considered a beat 'em up, or is it more of an action platformer? Oh my gosh, get up. I want to get away from these missiles. Ah! Ah! That's cool. What would I pick? Obviously, Turtles in Time over Batman Returns. Turtles in Time is just an iconic game. And I've covered it on my channel. I've actually reviewed it. I have done a complete playthrough of it, the arcade version, and I believe the Super Nintendo version as well. This normal version is actually kind of easy. Action platformer, yeah. Okay, so let's play Mega Man X. And I did a review of Mega Man X on my channel too. And I also did a complete playthrough. It's kind of funny, you know, we keep talking about these games and it's like, well, I've done this on the channel, I've done this on the channel, I've done this. I'm thinking about doing something kind of crazy in the month of June because I'm going to have so much time off. I usually teach summer school. I teach 5th grade summer school, and I've documented that on the channel too. And I'll explain why I document that here shortly. But I'm going to have some time off. Okay, summer school is a no-go, at least in traditional manner. And I've taught 5th grade in the past. I'm a high school teacher. And everybody and anybody knows that I'm Retro Tony. Okay, like, I get made fun of my YouTube channel on a daily basis at school. In fact, I'm getting to the point, you know, we've been out since mid-March now. I haven't been made fun of since then, really, by students. And I get, they make fun of me in a, you know, like in an ironic way. You're a teacher and you do a YouTube channel and you talk about old video games. Really? Aren't you too old for that? I'm like, no, I'm Retro Tony. So anyway, back to the 5th grade discussion. What I do 2 things for my kids in 5th grade. I do teach them the required curriculum and the fun stuff. Too, like we pick themes, and I teach the American Civil War. That's one of my passions, is teaching history and having fun with history. And we have a lot of fun. We you know, cook Civil War food. We, you know, the recipes. We talk about the battles, the fighting, the stuff that's not really talked about a whole lot in school, if that makes sense. You don't really focus in on the battles or like what the soldiers did per se, their day-to-day life and their training and the weapons and the technology. Anyway, one of the things I do with my 5th graders is I share with them my retro video games. I bring in my retro video games, and it's an elective time. We call it elective time. I'm having a hard time dashing. Like, it won't let me dash. That's weird. But anyway, I have been able to bring in, like, say, my Atari 2600 or... Oh, crap. Or a Nintendo, Sega, whatever. In the past few years, I've actually brought in my... my minis, my mini systems. And this year I was planning on bringing in my TurboGrafx 16, my Sega Genesis Mini, because, you know, those are new additions since last summer. I can't dash, man. That's a bummer. So, anyway, you know, back to this summer, I'm not going to be able to get to do that this year. And I also explore careers in gaming and things that kids can do career-wise, and I also do talk about the channel. I show them the channel, but it's not to get views. I just show them the channel to show them the work and all the stuff you had to do in a YouTube channel, even from my perspective, who's just doing it for fun. Because there's a lot of kids out there, they're like, oh man, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, and I'm not trying to dissuade them, but it takes a lot of work. I've actually had students say, well, I'm going to start a YouTube channel and that's going to be my career. I've not had one student be successful in that arena. Absolutely, Christian. We are going to go game hunting, buddy. Civil War food. So we cook a lot of like snack type foods. For example, we make something called hoe cakes or Johnny cakes. The South calls them different things. It just depends on what region you're looking at, and it's almost like an unsweetened cornbread pancake, and you can drip maple syrup on it. The purest point of view is you put bacon grease drippings on it. Okay, I'm not gonna do that at school. I just bring in some maple syrup and have the kids try them out. We also make pretty authentic, close to it hardtack. Now, not the hardtack that's gonna hurt anybody's teeth or, you know, chip a tooth or anything or nothing like that. It's fresh hardtack, and the kids absolutely love it. They love that stuff, and I read stories and how they prepared the meals, the food, and all that, and the kids get so much out of it. They are, and they're so curious about the Johnny cakes, and the hardtack, and just how the soldiers survived and ate during the war. I'm not trying to be all social studies. This is not a social studies channel, per se. Or a history channel. I could do that, and I've actually thought about that, but that's my day job. I teach history every single day. That's my passion. That's my drive. That's something I've been passionate about since I was in the 3rd grade. Alright, so let's just do one stage here. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah, we're not doing that. Yeah, we'll shoot for June sometime, Christian. But anyway, back to the summer. I'm thinking about doing something wild and having videos released every day in June. Or producing some kind of content every day. Either a live stream, or a review, or one of my normal videos, unboxing video. Whatever it may be. I haven't decided how I'm going to do it. I'm not going to theme the month. I'm not going to have a theme, per se. But I would like to do something kind of creative in June. Now, I'm not going to burn myself out. That's another thing I have a fear about if I do this. But I would like to really grow the channel in the month of June. That would be a lot of fun. And it'd be very challenging. I've only done that a handful of times where I have produced... Now, this is going to be the limitation because I can't dash. This might be where I had to play something else. Nope. Okay. That sucks. We'll see. We'll see. It's something I'm still toying around with. It's still something that I'm thinking about in this month. There's still content I want to get out in May. So that's first. I'm not trying to get ahead of myself. Yeah, it's very ambitious. I do talk to them a little bit, Dante. On occasion, I do check in on their videos. And they're growing at a very exponential rate. I'm very proud of them. They have been featured in a lot of videos. The NES Pursuit guys, Aaron, and Ricky, and all them. See, I can't dash. Okay, there you go. Alright, now I can dash. What? Oh, that's why. Oh my gosh. I'm so dense. That's why I couldn't dash, because I didn't have the dash boots. Gosh dang it. I'm just so used to having them. So, very, very proud of them. They just hit 3,000 subscribers. And they're connecting with some kind of bigger wig YouTube channels. You know, one thing I can say about them, when we went to Missouri GameCon a few years ago, not this past August, but the year before, they came up to me, oh gosh, and they're like, and we were in line, they were like, who are you? Are you Retro Tony? And they recognized me. At the time, I wasn't that big of a channel. I don't consider myself a big channel at all, by the way. So, yeah, they recognized me, and I was like, absolutely. They gave me a card. I still have that card to this day, and we've done a couple of collaboration videos. I wouldn't mind doing another one with them. They're pretty cool dudes, and they produce really slick content. That kind of challenged me a little bit, personally, to get better. And I'm not competing with them. I don't want you guys to think I'm competing with Gaming Off the Grid or anything. But when I see a YouTube channel like that that's still fairly new, and one of their big drives is to be a good content channel. And when I see that, you know, it challenges me to get better. And I want to get better. And I feel like I have done a very good job of learning some new skills and some new editing software. I'm whipping Chill Penguin's butt. You wait. I'm gonna wait. So yeah, I would like to do some more work with them. They're cool dudes. I would really like to get the hookup with the NES Pursuit guys. That would be my ideal crossover. Gosh dang it, I'm gonna die. Come on. Got him. Yes. That's how you do it. All right. All right, let's get the power up, and then we'll play Turtles in Time. And then what was next after that, I kind of forgot. Oh, Batman Returns. Okay. Shotgun Ice. All right, let's play Turtles in Time. One of my all-time favorite video games ever. Ever. My favorite beat-em-up of all time is Turtles in Time. And if you have not played Turtles in Time, you're insane, man. Alright, let's play it. The Immortal Classic. I did a complete playthrough this review. Awesome. I love the Turtles. Still love the Turtles. More the nostalgic Turtles. 80s and 90s era. Not so much the thousands or the current day. But it's still a very, very, very strong franchise. Yeah, I should get Hey Dad, Let's Play on the channel again. At some point, he's going to be on the channel again very soon. I had to get some footage from Stevie. Stevie is going to let me edit a few Retro and the Bubby episodes. I'm to that point where I know how to edit efficiently and using Adobe Premiere, and I'm comfortable enough to do that now. Adobe Premiere is foolproof. Okay, I'm not saying I'm like some expert editor or anything like that, but it's foolproof. And I want to challenge myself a little bit more with editing, and I want to edit my first big project. I edited a little Retro and the Bubby mini episode, and oh man, I had a lot of fun with that one. You guys should check that out. That's the most recent video on the channel besides this one, obviously. Playing live. Nice. But yeah, I wanna learn to edit a little bit more, learn some more skills and whatnot, and make the channel better. Not because I'm trying to find a new day job or anything. It's because I want to get better. The channel is almost 4 years old. Really, in July, it'll be 4 years old. And I've learned a lot since then. It used to be just pick up videos, and I learned how to live stream. I learned how to do all that stuff. And it's just been a slow progress. These kids these days, they know how to edit. They know how to use the software. They're learning it in school. And it's just something that, I had to pick up. No one taught me how to edit. No one taught me about, sound and mixing sound and, transitions and anything like that. Anything at all like that. So I had to learn it all myself, and slowly but surely I'm getting better. Hold on. Oh, okay, hold on. There's a couple new. Okay, so am I as good as Stevie? I think I can be as good as Stevie. Stevie has used it longer than myself. So he has the experience over me, but I think I have, the learning curve and just trying it. I think I could do just as good as Stevie. In my opinion, I'm not, what Stevie does is great. There are a few things I disagree with how he edits. I would like to cut some of the video out and the intro out and stuff like that. I'm talking about Retro and the Bubby episodes. and just get to the point more. And I want it to be more focused on video games. Yeah, it should be focused in on, you know, how good of a time we have and being buddies and friends and the funny shenanigans and stuff, kind of like the Game Chasers, but I want it to be more focused about video games. Alright, let's talk more about Turtles. Okay, I'll play a couple stages here. So, I grew up just like any 80s/90s kid, adoring the Ninja Turtles. I had all the toys, I watched the cartoon, I had the comic books, the movies, I love the movies, and I was obsessed just like any righteous 90s kid. Now, I was so obsessed with the Ninja Turtles that, you know, I saw that the Ninja Turtles were going on tour. And very famously, I got to see the Ninja Turtles coming out of their Shells tour. Okay, the really campy and cheesy, that was meant for kids, concert, Ninja Turtles concert. Okay, and it's kind of like, I don't know what to call it, like a drama too. I don't know what to call it. It's live action, let's just say that. And they put on like a little performance. They're fighting Shredder and the foot soldiers and whatnot. And Shredder is wanting to get rid of all music, and the music and the songs are just so campy and cheesy for today's standards. I love it. I still love it. I still have the tape, the coming out of their Shells tour tape, I thoroughly enjoy those memories. And you know, there was a decline, just like anything else. You know, I think the first thing that I was ever really obsessed with, kind of backtracking here, was Ghostbusters. Okay, and you know, I was born in the mid 80s, so I wasn't able to watch the original movie when it was first out, but I did get to watch the cartoon. The cartoon was on all the time. It was on USA Network. They would replay it all the time in the mornings, and I would watch Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters rather. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Ghostbusters was like my first obsession. Then came the Turtles. For some reason, it was like I thought Ghostbusters were uncool when I was introduced to the Ninja Turtles. Gosh dang it. And yeah, so it kind of went like this for me. You know, of course I was into video games and stuff too. Mario, I guess. But it went Ghostbusters, Ninja Turtles, then Sonic. Oh my gosh, I had a very unhealthy obsession with Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, to a point. And then after that, you guys are going to find this weird. I became really, really obsessed with the American Civil War. And that was like my next obsession. Then Star Wars. And then I'd have to say JRPGs. Final Fantasy, Suikoden and Suikoden 1, Breath of Fire 1, 2. I'll throw Zelda in there. It's not really an RPG. But yeah, that was kind of my obsession. Dang it. Yeah, I mean, I'm not, I guess in high school, after, you know, there was still a healthy obsession with Star Wars and I guess comic book characters, the X-Men, Spider-Man, but really my next obsession was Lord of the Rings. When the original Lord of the Rings movies came out, I fell in love with them, and at the time I've heard of Lord of the Rings, but I never really knew what it was. I was a fan of Led Zeppelin. Gosh dang it, I didn't mean to do that. And I always heard them talking about Mordor and Gollum and, you know, all that stuff. And I was like, what the heck is this? And then my school, for an incentive, if you did well on the state testing, which I did that previous year, you could go to a movie. And this was right before Christmas break. And I got to see Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. And I fell in love. Immediately after watching Fellowship of the Ring, I went and bought The Hobbit, The Silmarillion, Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, and Return of the King. So I kind of nerded out. I never did the whole Harry Potter thing. Okay, that was kind of uncool, you know, at my age. Like Harry Potter, this is kid stuff. I've actually gone and watched them since. I'm not trying to hack anybody off if they're Harry Potter fans, but you know, they're decent movies. But to me, it's just run-of-the-mill sci-fi. And I actually became very, very obsessed with two fantasy series in high school and college. The first one was Dragonlance, and huge successful series. Oh, dang it, I lost my life. Highly recommend it if you're looking for a good series to check out. Dragonlance, it's like Dungeons and Dragons a little bit. And then also the Wheel of Time. Wheel of Time, Robert Jordan, really good series, really good franchise. So yeah, other than that, in college, you know, just kind of fanning the flame of some series and things that I've always loved growing up with, you know, Star Wars, of course, Final Fantasy, continuation. So yeah. Not to give you guys a full-blown history of, like, my fandom. Okay. Alright. So, next up is Batman Returns. I could play Turtles in Time anytime. I could play through the entire game anytime. It's that good. Okay, I recommend it. Okay, we're going to play, and I'm going backwards now. Alright, here we go. Batman Returns. I need another request. I need someone to make another request. And I'm coming in now on over... How long have I been streaming now? Over an hour? Oh, I was obsessed with Dragon Ball Z as well. I forgot about that fandom. There's so many things to be a fan of. We're not playing Batman forever, okay? I'm just saying, Batman Returns is awesome. So, yeah, that's the thing with nerddom, nerd culture. There's so many things that you can become a fan of. You can get immersed in all of these different worlds and lore and background information, side stories, side characters, prequels, sequels, you know, spin-offs, whatever, etc. Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Okay, I'll do that next. Alright, we'll do easy. Now we'll talk Batman. Let's talk some Batman here. So, Batman Returns. Alright, let's talk about this movie first. And I'll back up and talk about the original Tim Burton Batman film. Okay. So this movie I remember seeing in theater. I remember my mom and dad took me. I don't remember like what the movie was about. I don't remember watching the movie in theater, but it was a big deal for us to go to the movies. Oh gosh dang it. So I remember seeing this movie in theaters. Now, this one is not... I'm talking about the movie now, not the game. I hate these guys on the bikes. This one was not as well received as the original Batman. I love both. Okay, I love the original Batman, the Tim Burton movie that is, and I love this movie. It's just gritty. I also like the Penguin. I love what they did with Catwoman. And I just like Michael Keaton as Batman, okay? And I really hope they do crap. The younger Batman with the older Bruce Wayne, what the heck is it called? Gosh dang it, it's a really bad N64 game. It's horrible. Like unplayable. Like not even in that category as it's so bad that it's good. But yeah, I grew up loving Batman just like any kid, anyone in their right mind loves Batman, okay? And I played all the games. I bought a lot of the toys. And I've actually kind of gotten into a little bit of a nostalgia craze with Batman Returns. Now, I'm not going for a full set or anything like that, but I have recently acquired a few of the toys. I didn't know that would hurt the enemies. That's cool. And they're complete. They're on the card. And I'm not a toy collector by any means, but if I find cheap Batman Returns stuff like that, I'm gonna snag it up. And it's in pristine condition, and it's the same one I bought as a kid. That's why I have it in my collection. And anyway, I love Batman Returns. I might watch it again here soon, just because of all this talk. The guy with the flame. I remember him. As a kid, I loved that flamethrower guy, the devil dude. Oh yeah. Yeah, I love the animated series. The animated series was good. Now, with Batman Returns, or not Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and then Batman and Robin, as a kid, okay, I loved those movies. I'm not saying they're good movies. They're schlocky at best, cheesy, corny, campy, whatever you want to call them, and they're worth a view. They really are, but they do not compare to the original two, in my opinion. Now, I love Jim Carrey as the Riddler. By the way, I thought that he was brilliant as the Riddler, and Jim Carrey could not do wrong in the 90s, man. I was also obsessed with The Mask. That's something to think about. Not so much The Pet Detective, Ace Ventura. I did like it, I'm not gonna lie, but I wasn't like obsessed with it, if that makes sense. It was more about The Mask than anything. The Mask was amazing. Cool, Christian. Yeah, he did a really good job. Dang it, it might... How do I switch that? I'm trying not to waste those. Ugh. I would like to kill this guy. There. So, yeah, you know, I really, really liked the Christopher Nolan films. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I did not like Batman Begins. I still don't like it. Okay, I'm really not a big fan of it. For multiple reasons. For one, I just didn't like... I didn't think it was necessary to have another origin story. Okay, I really did not like that. And I didn't like the camera and the fighting. And I didn't like the Scarecrow. I'm just going to be honest. Ra's al Ghul was all right. Uh, yeah, they do, Dante. Other than that, I love Batman. The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight. I consider the Dark Knight to be one of my favorite movies of all time. There for a while. Um, I still think it's a really good movie, and I consider it to be one of my favorites still, but not like up there as like my all-time favorites. Um, and that changes from year to year, especially after the newness wears off and all that. For example, Endgame, I thought Endgame was my favorite movie of all time. I was ludicrous in that line of thinking because The Empire Strikes Back is the best movie of all time, in my opinion, and my opinion will never change on that. Sorry. But anyway, the Christopher Nolan movies were good. I really liked Batman Rising, or is it Rises? Excellent movie. Now, there's a lot of people that are not big fans of it for some reason. I just thought they did an excellent job of wrapping up that trilogy. And Christopher Nolan doesn't really like to do sequels. And I thought he did a really good job of using the characters and the mythos of Batman in the Batman universe. And it was just very gritty, dark, and kind of realistic, really. Really enjoyed Heath Ledger and his performance. That was the performance of a lifetime. I'm going to have to say Jack Nicholson is still my favorite Joker. But then it's Heath Ledger. And then, I don't know. At first, I did not like the Joker that much. But, I've rewatched it. I watched it in theaters. It came out last October, I believe, 2019. And I watched it with a big group of friends. We had a nice long conversation about it afterwards. And at first I'm like, this is kind of weird. Joaquin Phoenix does an excellent job of, this whole other aspect of the Joker, like the mental side of the Joker. And is he the real Joker or not? That kind of thing. Or was this whole thing imaginary? So I really enjoyed that aspect of it. And then rewatching it, I think it takes about 2 or 3 viewings to really appreciate it and kind of understand. You can understand what's going on with one viewing. I understand that, but it helps with a couple of multiple viewings for sure. So yeah, as far as the Ben Affleck Batman, I was a little apprehensive about him, like a lot of people were. And the whole DC universe, they were trying to, now I understand Wonder Woman's still a part of this or whatever. They were trying to replicate the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe and all that. And in my opinion, with Justice League, they failed. I'm not a fan of Justice League. I didn't like Batman vs. Superman. I hated that movie for multiple reasons. But I really enjoyed Ben Affleck as Batman. I thought he was an excellent Bruce Wayne. And he was a really good Batman. Like, he nailed it. He nailed the grittiness of Batman. The Dark Knight Batman, that is. This elevator is annoying. Returns and Dark Knights. Cool, Dante. Robert Pattinson as Batman. I was getting to that, Dante. Here's the thing. I was totally wrong about Ben Affleck. And yeah, I understand Twilight and all that. But, I try to give actors the benefit of the doubt. And if he feels like he can bring a new angle, a new perspective on Batman, then why not? Why not give him a try? Why not Give him the benefit of the doubt until you actually watch it. Oh, dang it. So that's kind of where I'm at with Robert Patterson. Am I excited about it? Not really. Oh, man. I wish you can aim up with the batarang. I'm just gonna go. Gosh dang it. I'm getting destroyed here. I guess I had to kill that guy. So yeah, that's where I'm at with Batman. Just get out of here, tall clown. Am I a die-hard Batman fan? Yes and no, I guess. I don't know. I like Batman well enough. Am I more of a Marvel guy than DC? I would say yes. It just depends. I'm not like... It's not like Team Ford versus Chevy or anything. Alright? It's not one or the other. It's not like Sega versus Nintendo in the early 90s or anything. You know, you can enjoy both. You can enjoy both. And you don't have to take sides. You can enjoy DC and Marvel. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. So yeah. Ooh, nice. The guys with the swords are cool. I don't remember them. Ah. Nice. I'm making these sound effects like I would if I was a kid playing this, you know? Alright, we'll make it through the end of this level, and then I will change it to Street Fighter 2. Yeah. I love Batman, I love Superman. Who doesn't? I mean... Yeah, you can make the argument that Superman is very generic and plain. He's not my favorite superhero. And you can also say that about Goku, if you will. Goku and Superman share a lot of the same characteristics. A lot of the same attributes, if you will. You know, they're both aliens from another planet. Superhuman strength, can fly. You know, Goku doesn't have like a central weakness per se, but just really, really strong, super strong, and you know, there's always the argument: Goku versus Superman. Now, over the years, I have always gone pro Super, or no, excuse me, pro Goku, because I love DBZ, I love Dragon Ball Z, I love Goku, Vegeta, all of them, you know. But over the years, through very convincing death battle videos, versus battles, I'm gonna have to go with Superman on this. Apparently Superman has lifted infinity, whatever that means, and he's gone through some transformations just like Goku has throughout the DBZ Dragon Ball series, if you will, Dragon Ball Super series too, with the Saiyan God stuff. I'm not really too familiar with Super as I am with Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, or even GT, which isn't canon, by the way. But you know, I used to be all about Goku. Now, which one would I want to win? Goku. But there's just more evidence that Superman would destroy Goku, I think. It wouldn't even be close. Is this a boss, finally? So, yeah, that's where I'm at. Spawn, it's still around. It's not as popular as you would think. I think it'd be high time to have a revival. Okay. Huh. And I died. I don't know how to use items. Okay. I'm dying. Come on. Ah. There we go. Strong man. I would like to beat this boss. Nice. Dang it. Alright, let's see if I can survive. Oh, what? I love that from the early 90s game, you know, Super Nintendo games like this where they have like an image of an actual person and it's just pixelated, 16 bits. It's so glorious. Okay, let's play some Street Fighter 2. Which one am I playing? Turbo Edition? Um Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, is that what I'm playing? I tell you guys what, I've been streaming now for an hour and 26 minutes. After Street Fighter 2, I'll do 2 more um, requests. So I'll take 2 more requests. Not from Retro Christian. Taking a lot from you, buddy. I'm going to let others pick before you. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Dang it. This controller is so touchy. Alright. Here we go. Hyper Fighting. Now, I did play this game as a kid. I have reviewed this on the channel. I have done numerous live streams around the Street Fighter franchise. There's a Street Fighter collection on the PlayStation 4. I actually have it on the Switch as well. And it's a really, really good collection. I reviewed this. This is actually one of my top videos that I have reviewed on the channel. For some reason, Street Fighter does really well on my channel. I don't understand why. I love Street Fighter, just like anyone else. I'm not an expert at it. I suck at it quite greatly. You guys are going to see here shortly that I'm not very good at Street Fighter. But yeah, for some reason, whenever I live stream a Street Fighter game, when it's in the title, or if there's a review, like I did one for the Sega Genesis Mini. I reviewed the Champion Edition, and it got a lot of views. The Super Nintendo one got a lot of views, and when I live stream the games, they get a lot of views. Also, I did. I'm thinking about reviewing the arcade 1-up machine I have. All of them, actually. I kind of gave a mini review, if you will. And I'm playing on easy here, so I can survive a little bit more. But I'm thinking about reviewing the actual cabinets a little bit more in depth. I gave kind of my initial thoughts on them. I still think they're cheap. Pocky and Rocky 2. Alright, I'll play that next. Good suggestion, JT. And then I'll do one more request after that. Dalsim. So, I will share my thoughts on the arcade 1-up. And I still kind of think they're cheap. And very niche. Now, does that mean they're not cool? I still think they're cool. I still think, you know, it's a decent product for what it is. And I paid $50 a piece for mine. And that's what I think it's worth. I honestly think that's what they should sell for anyway. Not $300. Like the Turtles in Time cabinet is going for $400. And I understand that, you know, that has a little bit more wood with the design of the mini cabinet, and maybe a little bit more for the licensing from Nickelodeon for the TMNT license, if you will. But it I don't know. I just I've always been apprehensive to the arcade one-up machines, and whenever I saw the first one, well, whenever I saw one in Walmart for the first time, I was very underwhelmed. I was like, this is kind of cool. This is really cheap though. So I don't know. I don't know. I'll get more thoughts on the arcade one-up. Now let's talk Street Fighter. Dang it. And my experiences with Street Fighter growing up. We would rent, when I say we, my brother and I, we would rent just plain Jane Street Fighter 2 on the Super Nintendo all the time. And we had a lot of fun with that. I do remember playing all the iterations. I'm going to do terrible here. Ah. Am I going to get it? No. Didn't get it. Oh well. And really, over the years, I played numerous sequels. I played Street Fighter 3. I remember playing that on the Dreamcast and in the arcades. I remember playing Street Fighter 4 on PlayStation 3. And I own the majority of the series. So, I'm a fan, but if I had to take my pick, it would be Mortal Kombat. Okay? I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan. Now, the newer games, I don't know. Like, I haven't even played Mortal Kombat 11. I really need to. It's $20 right now on the Nintendo Switch. GameStop's having a sale. I might as well just get it and try it and play it and see what it's all about. I know they're going to have some DLCs coming out. I saw that. Checked it out. It was on some Facebook link. I saw that. And, it looks somewhat interesting. I don't know. We'll see. They got Street Fighter 5 now, and there's a lot of different variations with it now. What would I like to see at a Street Fighter 6? Obviously you're going to have newer fighters. That would be a plus. It would be cool. Kind of like my original thought with Mega Man X. Go back to a style like this. People love the retro style. It's all the craze right now. So, yeah. I don't know. Happy 30th anniversary, Final Fantasy, the original, 1987, or are you talking 1986 with the Japanese release? I didn't even know it was the 30th anniversary, Dante. That's cool. Alright, I will go until I lose, and then I'll play Pocky and Rocky 2. Final Fantasy, oh man. I could talk for days about Final Fantasy. Without end. Just my love for that franchise is unreal. As it's one of the most popular franchises in history. So, yeah, I mean, it hit me at the right age. I played Final Fantasy IV when I was very young. It was the first RPG I ever kind of really played. So, yeah, it's a great franchise. Am I really into Final Fantasy 15 or Final Fantasy 7 Remake? They're okay. They're all right. Now I understand, the whole turn-based thing. 7 Remake tried to address that. And they tried to, if you're an old school fan, they gave you that capacity. Dang it. So I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's just do one more fight. Easy is actually kind of easy. Ah. I thought about doing like a full retrospect on the series, reviewing the entire series. I don't know. That would take a lot of time, a lot of resources. And yeah, I would probably get a lot of views. But I'm not like a hardcore Street Fighter fan. So we'll see. Maybe I'll trickle a few Street Fighter reviews in there. Ah. Nice. Alright, Pocky and Rocky 2. We're going to go ahead and say that Pocky and Rocky 2... I'm going the wrong direction. I will do one more request after Pocky and Rocky 2. So I need one more request. And I'm not going to be ashamed here and say this. I've never played Pocky and Rocky 2. I played the original. I had a chance to pick up Pocky and Rocky 2. I can't remember the episode name. But it's when Bubby and Stevie and I, we went to Quincy, Illinois. And I went there before filming. And I wanted to take my wife there and go check out some historic stuff in that area. And we found this pawn shop downtown Quincy, Illinois. It's a really quaint, cool little town. A really cool river town in southern Illinois, near St. Louis. And anyway, we found this pawn shop, and they had a ton of video games, retro video games. So I knew I had to take the boys there. I knew I had to take them there. So when I took them there, okay, Dante, thanks, man. So, hello. Okay, go ahead. So I took the boys to that pawn shop, and they had all kinds of hard to find, rare games. Let's go as this girl, I guess. And Pocky and Rocky 2 was there. Now, they knew what they had. Alright? They knew the prices of games. And Pocky and Rocky 2... I think they had at the time. Now, this is a few years ago, okay, granted. I think it was going... They wanted $150 for it. And I'm holding this thing, and I'm like, do I want to spend this money? Do I want to try to haggle with him a little bit? I actually tried to haggle with him on an earlier deal. I actually ended up getting Skies of Arcadia for GameCube from him for $60, and at the time it was going for about $80. So I thought that that was a fair deal for sure. This game's pretty fun, by the way. Recommend you go right. So, who's that? Krillin. So I almost picked it up for retail price at the time. The value of the game has gone up now exponentially, and it's one of the harder to find Super Nintendo games. And the odd thing is, most rare games are crap. This is kind of the exception, and that's kind of the exception with most rare Super Nintendo games. they're usually really desirable, fun games to play. I have 190. Please pick whatever you need. Already have this item. Alright, this is kind of a slow thing. Alright. So this kind of has some RPG elements a little bit. Kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of Mystical Ninja. Alright. Money. Great. I don't care. I need one more request, guys. Give me one more request. Charm. This game is fun, man. Oh, I gotta destroy the door. Those enemies are weird, man. Ah. This would be a lot of fun with 2-player. Did I get an extra life? I think that's the first hit I've taken. Come on. Nice. Key. Man, this game is awesome. Pilot wings. Alright. Good choice. That's what we'll end with here. I'll play a little bit longer. Haha, this stew looks good. Ingredients? Ha 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 ha. The ingredients will be you. I might have to do a full playthrough of this game. Caminal. Ah. Okay, good. I want to beat this boss. Nice. Alright, I'm going to go to the side again. Ah. Gosh dang it. And I have some memories to share about Pilot Wings. I'll talk about that here in a little bit after I beat the boss. And let me know if you guys like this format, because I could do it literally with pretty much any retro. Gosh dang it. Literally any retro system you can think of. Atari 2600, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega. I could do the Master System, Game Gear, Game Boy Advance. I could do arcade games. I can do television, ColecoVision, Virtual Boy. Literally anything you would want me to play. Man, how difficult is this boss? I don't want to get landed on again. Alright, I'm going to try to be more patient here. Yeah, the game was going fine, like, the difficulty ratcheted up with the boss fight. I kind of like it though. Ah, is that an instant kill? I got one more life left. Alright, I'm gonna be really careful with this jumping crap. Gosh dang it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was awesome. Thanks, JT, for the suggestion. Nice, Dante. Alright, let's play some Pilot Wings and call it a night. This has been a lot of fun. The Immortal Classic, the launch title release, Pilot Wings. Oh man. Oh man. This was one of my all-time favorite Super Nintendo games for a very, very long time. Still is. And I would play the living crap out of this game. I owned it. I would rent it before I owned it. And oh my gosh. When I think Super Nintendo, when I think Super Nintendo games, Pilot Wings is up there. Okay. And look, Tony. Hi, I'm Tony. And I always loved that as a kid. Alright, let's do the light plane first. What's up, the completionist? How you doing, buddy? Oh, it's going great. Yeah, I'm just enjoying live stream here. Playing some Super Nintendo games. Played a lot of different games tonight. A lot of beat-em-ups, believe it or not. A few classics here and there. I'm surprised no one requested Super Mario World. I'm really surprised with that one. I did play some Donkey Kong Country, which is not a surprise. Donkey Kong Country is a good game, okay? I'm not gonna knock it. And I got to play some games that I never really played before. Dang it. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. Came up too fast. He's gonna be upset. Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm gonna have to restart. Certification may not be easy. Let's retry. I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't know what I was thinking there. I pushed the wrong button, I think. Now, my memories with Pilot Wings, I mean, it comes and goes with how great the game is. But you gotta think, you know, during the 90s, there were a lot, you know, Flight Simulator was very, very popular. And Nintendo, oh my Lord. Oh my gosh, are you serious? What's up, Charlie Brown? How you doing, buddy? Are you serious? Oh my, this is embarrassing. Alright, I'll retry that again. I think I'm talking too much. But it comes and goes with how classic it is to me and just how special it is to me. Now, I really need to review the N64 game. That's something I would like to put on the channel. Yeah, it is very satisfying with you when you land. I was going way too fast there. I need to slow down a little bit sooner. And I'm blowing it big time. It's been a little while since I played Pilot Wings, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, this is embarrassing that I'm failing. There. Oh my gosh. That was pathetic. I should have nailed it the first time. Seriously? And I love his expression when you do really good. Alright, 21 points to certify. Skydiving. I always like the skydiving. I struggle at it even to this day. It's still a lot of fun though. Now back to the Nintendo 64 Pilot Wings. Oh my gosh. So much fun. And to me, you know, let's backtrack and talk about the Super Nintendo game again. You know, Nintendo wanted to showcase Mode 7. They wanted to showcase the capabilities of the Super Nintendo, the scaling effect. Like right now, you're seeing the scaling effect, Mode 7 effect of the Super Nintendo. Its main draw, if you will, and showing like 3D effects of the Super Nintendo. And back in the day, this was very, very, very impressive. And I love this game. And it's the same thing with... Oh, crap. I might not have qualified. Let's see. Oh, okay, I'm good. I'm fine. You will stall. Alright, I passed. Barely. And the N64 one also kind of tried to showcase what the N64 was all about graphically. Alright, we're going Rocket Belt, man. It's one of my favorites. Thanks, Dante. Alright, here we go. And it showcased the capabilities of 3D effects of the Nintendo 64. And I had a lot of fun with the cannonball, the cannon one. Oh, wait, we got to do something here in a second. You can bounce off the lights. As a kid, I love this. Love that sound. Oh yeah, let's do it again one more time. One more time. Oh yeah. Alright, switch back. Let's get the last ring. Where's it at? There it is. And I also really like Pilot Wings Resort on the 3DS. I ended up getting it much later. I didn't get it at release. But I ended up getting it much later and just playing it on the 2DS. Alright, I don't want to crash in the water. Come on. Ah. Nice. Did it. Yeah, the jetpack one's really easy. And I love her eyes. I got it perfect. Alright, let's get the skydiving out of the way. Just because I suck at it. It starts getting hard for me when you start doing the hang gliding stuff. I'm going to try to get past this stage and then the next. I'm going to start the next one. Alright, usually I just let my character free fall. And I normally get to go through the rings. I touched the controller last time. And I didn't go through any of the rings. So I'm trying to get a little bit higher of a score. I know you had to maneuver your character a little bit in later stages. Like right here, I had to navigate a little bit. But it's slight little directional changes. And I nailed them all. I do like when you crash. I'm not going to do that. But when you crash without letting your parachute open, it's like you fall through the entire ground. It's really funny and humorous. And you're like I look like a burn victim almost. Oh, snap. Ah! Oh well. I did get 20 points. Alright, so I gotta do really good on the light plane. It seems very hard, but don't give up. Light plane. I want to get through this area. Alright, this one's not as hard, okay? And since I had some of those issues with landing, I think I'll do fine. Now, would I like a revived Pilot Wings game? Or a new Pilot Wings game, I should say? Yeah. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. I think I nailed it. I think I got it perfect. I would love a new game on the Switch. I think it would be awesome. Or do like a collection. Accuracy. Dang it, I didn't pass. Although I can't certify you now. Try again later. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. I'm going to give it one more try. Let's get the skydiving out of the way. That's the one I struggled with. So, I would really enjoy that, or a collection. A Pilot Wings collection. Now, I do love the Smash Brother level where they pay homage to the series, Pilot Wings, the series. Now, I understand this is not the most popular franchise, Nintendo franchise, but it just holds a special place in my heart and some nostalgia for real. Alright, I'm going to try something different. Too great of a descent. I do like the later missions. Where you bomb. I'm going to land outside the area. No, I'm not. Ah, did I land in the area? Are they going to give me the points? I did get a higher score. Let's see if that does the job. Because I scored 25 points. Let's do the light plane again. Alright, I did really good. Minus the accuracy, so I gotta do better on the accuracy. So I gotta do better on the landing. And I practiced the heck out of this game back in the day. I was pretty dang good at it. Oh boy. Ah. Gosh dang it. Seemed to be just a little difficult. Really? Let's do the rocker belt stage and be done. Tonight. This will be the last thing I do. Gosh dang it. I need to just, like, play this game one night and try to beat it. That would be fun. That would be a ton of fun. You can play this on the online Switch service, the Super Nintendo Switch service. I love the music here. In fact, I'm probably going to use this music in my next video. I do. Be on the lookout this week, guys. As I'm getting ready to wrap up the live stream, be on the lookout for some videos. I want to do a Neo Geo unboxing video. Neo Geo Mini. Excuse me. Not a Neo Geo. I wish. Whoa. So I'll be doing that and kind of giving my impressions on it. I got one for a really good deal for 30 bucks. I'm also going to be talking about Billy Mitchell tomorrow. I'm going to be producing a video tomorrow about that. What's up, hey guys? What's up, Stevie? How you doing, Stevie? This coming Saturday, I hope to be filming with a certain someone. And I hope that certain someone doesn't forget, Stevie. We were supposed to film interviews for Retro and the Bubbies, guys. And Stevie, or Hey Guys, was busy. He went out of the state. We called him up. I'll share the story in closing. So, Bubby comes over. Probably my favorite content from the Retro and the Bubby series, just because of the things that transpire. We also have Hey Dad Let's Play and his kids on the channel in that video, and just so much fun in the Kansas City area. And anyway, so back to my story. Bubby shows up Friday night. He walks in. I said, I will bet you $100 Stevie forgot all about tonight. So I was like, it's like, 6:05. We're scheduled to start at 6. Come over at 6 o'clock, watch some footage, and then do the interviews. I was like, you know what, Bubby, because he'd been kind of missing, hit or miss. Stevie had been. Bubby has been very punctual and on time, and coming at the right time, and he's been a very respectable, pleasant young man, Stevie. So anyway, I call up Stevie, and I'm like, hey, what's up, Terry? And I call up Stevie, I'm like, dude, are you coming over tonight? And he tells me, I'm in North Carolina. I'm at Myrtle Beach. I decided to go to a beach because I wanted to go to a beach, him and a friend. Yeah. So we were both a little upset. Bubby's yelling and screaming. But Stevie could hear him over the phone. And South Carolina, not North Carolina. South Carolina. And I'm like, dude, what is your deal? Because we had to go wake him up last week to get him to come over here. And it's not like we've been begging him to come over. Okay? So, flipping Stevie, we're going to schedule. Thank you, Dr. Liquid. So we're going to schedule. We have a scheduled interview time this coming Saturday. And I'm going to tell you what. If Stevie does not come over, if Stevie does not film and interview us and show us the footage, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my Lord. I'm going to be very upset, Stevie. If you're still listening, by the way. Yeah, and we're going to go game hunting at some point in time, too. Hey, that's fine. Come on over. Dr. Liquid, come on over, man. I know who you are. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to wrap up the live stream. I've been going for over 2 hours now. And I wanted to just celebrate with you guys a little bit. I finished my first master's class today. And I was very, very, very proud of myself and happy that I got that done. It's an accomplishment for me. And I was feeling really, really upbeat. And I wanted to spend some time with you guys. Alright, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. And I hope you enjoyed this live stream. Played some Super Nintendo games. Let me know if you want more videos like this where you guys request what I play. I'm thinking next Sunday I'm going to do this again. And I'm probably going to do Sega Genesis games. So, thanks for tuning in, guys, and have a great rest of your evening.